horn pin, which Anita has always thought looked like a little dick on a chain. "It's just diarrhea, Ma," says Anita's mother. "Not the trenches. Stop eating all those goddamn fried scallops." Anita's mother is turning 60 next month and is not doing well with this. She has been talking a lot about her own father lately, who left the family when she was 11 and later died before she could get around to forgiving him. Once a week she has been going to Boston to see a psychic, which Anita knows has less to do with death and more to do with Anita. The offense, however, is unclear. The affair, or simply moving out of the house. Now that her older daughters are gone, Anita's mother says, she has no one to talk to, and Penny, God love her, sometimes makes her want to get the gun. She also still gets hot flashes, which she calls HFs, and which make her stop whatever she is doing, unhitch her bra, and whip it out of her sleeve like a rabbit from a hat. "She's a complex woman," is all Anita's father has to say about any of it. He is still having difficulty processing that his daughter is having sex with a man 5 years younger than he is. Anita knows this because her mother told her so. She can't blame him, really. Teresa, Anita's sister, has been applying suntan lotion to her chest with one finger, careful not to smear any on her bathing suit. She is wearing sunglasses that are too big for her face, which seems to telegraph just how expensive they are. Teresa is 31, and after a decade of casting about in pills and low self-esteem in Belize, she has suddenly pulled a life together for herself. She has moved back east with her new husband, Trey, who makes lots of money reselling life insurance policies. He has several life-size oil paintings of George Washington in their house. "They change hues depending on the time of day," Trey explained earlier. "That must really be something," Anita said. Trey makes many dishes with truffles and drinks only German wine. He is considering pursuing a PhD in economics at Brown, or Columbia or Harvard or Dartmouth. He is also a libertarian, and though no one really understands what that means, they know it is scarier than a Republican. Teresa and Trey have one child, Francine, who is 2 and apparently has a lazy eye, though no one knows what Teresa is talking about. The corrective surgery is scheduled for next month at Mass Eye and Ear. They all make their way across the street and begin to climb over the rock wall because Anita's father does not want to pay the $10 to park for the day. Luke hands the beach bag to Anita and helps her grandmother navigate a boulder. "Thank you, Luke," says Anita's mother. Anita can tell by the way she looks at Luke that her mother is mourning for Ben, Anita's boyfriend of 7 years, who lived down the street and came over for dinner almost every night. Anita's mother has written Ben several letters and has told Anita that though she knows it is inappropriate, she hopes sometime he can come over for dinner. She has no idea that Anita cheated on him for a year at the Best Western 2 blocks from the house. Neither does Ben, who emailed Anita last week to say that he is still in love with her. She has been thinking about this situation more than she would like to admit. She has been trying to remember what was so bad about him in the first place. True, he pronounced supposedly. He gave her noogies sometimes. Once, when she asked him if he found her attractive, he said, "I like the buttons on your jacket." Still, when she is 50, he will be only 52. "Isn't he lovely?" her grandmother says of Luke, who is wrapping his arms around her hips and hoisting her over the wall. Anita nods. He is. Sometimes she cannot believe she is finally with him. Her friends are all excited for her. They consider it a fairy tale, and while Anita agrees that it is remarkable, they were not with her in Maine in December, trying to start a fire with used Kleenex, while Luke sat on the kitchen floor and asked her over and over if children of divorced parents ended up in mental institutions. They have not been there when he goes for long jogs in the dark, so long that she sometimes drives around looking for him, like last night, when she found him on the side of the road, sitting on half of a blue buoy, sobbing into his hands. Anita's father is already down on the beach, setting up umbrellas. His technique is to stick the pole in the sand and then hit it hard with a hammer. Penny loves to help with this. She has taken out her tape measure and is measuring the pole and their father's feet. Her father is the only one with truly olive skin, but when he sits down, his stomach folds in on itself, and so it has tanned in a marble effect. He is kind and quiet, and loves her mother more than Anita can ever imagine being loved by anyone. The few times he has met Luke, he has been cordial. Last month, Anita